Okay, this is Celebrate Kids bouncer setup video. So you want to get the bounce house laid down on its side. You want to make sure that the end roll is towards the back there. And then you're going to undo the straps. Just pull on the one side of the strap that's loose. Pull that right out. It's just a slip knot. Pull that side. Put the straps down and roll the bouncer out away from the back. The back side is always where you're going to roll away from. Make sure it's all the way rolled and stretched out flat in the front and flipped out in the back. Now you're going to fold this one side over, and one of the sides is going to flip twice, so you're going to flip it a second time back over. Make sure that you just lay it all down nice and flat so you can see which area it's going to cover. And then you flip the other side out so the whole bouncer is laying flat with the bottom all against the surface you're setting it up on. In the back there is two outlets that you can attach the blower to. You don't need both attachments for most bouncers, so you're going to take one side, fold it over, take the strap, wrap it around, and tie it off nice and tight. It's most important that that fold is right there, because that way the air cannot get past and no air will escape out of there. So make sure you fold it in half and then tie it nice and tight so that the air cannot get out of that hole. Next you're going to take the other tube and you're going to attach it to the blower. First make sure the cord is all out of the way and ready to be plugged in. Now you're going to take this side of the blower, make sure that the extension part is nice and straight so that way the air doesn't get stuck. Make sure it's not twisted or folded in any way. You're going to attach it onto the end of the blower. Make sure you get the strap over the edge of the blower where it's a little bit thicker. You're going to put the strap on there. Make sure you pull that nice and tight, really secure, so that way it does not come off the bounce house. Now you got to plug in the cord. The plug and the power is right there. So when you do your plugs, you're going to tie a quick loop knot, not a tight knot, just enough so if a kid trips, it won't unplug the bouncer. So tie the knot, plug it in. Make sure cords are out of the way so no one can trip on it in a walkway. Flip on the on switch, and the bouncer will start to inflate. It doesn't take very long. It'll inflate all on its own. You usually don't have to assist it at all, so just give it a chance to blow up all the way. Sometimes customers think they take about 30 minutes to blow up, but it's really quick. It only takes, you'll see here, about 20 seconds or so, sometimes about a minute for the bigger bouncers. Make sure as it's blowing up that there's nothing folded underneath, there's no extra stakes or anything underneath the bouncer. Make sure that the air bubble, the air tube going to the blower, is not twisted or bent in any way. Sometimes it'll be flapping around, making some noise if it's not on there right. See, it goes up like this, and there you go. It's inflated. Once it's inflated, you can position it, twist it, and move it around pretty easily. And then in the corners here are the stake slots. You can either attach a stake to go into the ground facing inward, or you can attach a sandbag if you're going to be putting it on a surface that you cannot stake. There's one on all four corners. Go there and stake inwards into the ground towards the bouncer to secure it. And that is bouncer setup for a regular bounce house at Celebrate Kids.